Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kane Brown. 65,000 people in a stadium. What's that feeling like on stage?
Like I said, I'm the little gods up there. I'm like, I hope they like me.
They're all clapping and singing your songs. He's the one that's got to ask that. He does a backflip and they all give him the finger and tell him he sucks.
Yeah, when I first came in, everybody thought I was a rapper.
Can you rap?
Can I play like 3 seconds or something?
Trailer out there in them sticks. My mama herself had to raise 2 kids. They fight with them guns, we fight with our fists.
You can country rap.
We did a show in Ohio State last night. It was me, Jelly Roll, Megan Moroney.
I love Jelly.
I think he's a bit overrated.
Uh-oh. I have a sister-in-law, basically works for NASA. And so like I argue with her all the time about the moon landing. And
You don't think we landed?
Oh God, here we go.
The biggest threat to AI and SI is us. So we would be the first thing that they would eliminate.
If AI is listening, man, I've invested so much money into you guys. I never met my black side of the family at all. My little brother, he was white.
Have you ever dealt with racism in the industry?
Oh yeah. One writer, he said he wouldn't write with me because I was black. And there was another big writer that has like over 30 number ones that said the same thing.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. Y'all been in here all day?
Put some miles
Kane,
on it.
Kane.
Back of the Chevy with the engine running. Just you and me. You do it better.
Hey,
You do it better.
bro. You killing it.
Dude, I love that song.
Thank you.
I love a lot of your songs.
Thank you.
They start my workouts. Say thank you again.
Thank you.
Dude, salt of the earth, country guy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kane Brown.
Yep.
Wow. How are you, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm exhausted. But
Yeah?
I'm good. Yeah.
We can relate.
Yeah, you been here all weekend?
No, I just flew in at 3 this morning. We did a show in Ohio State last night. We played the Buckeye Stadium.
Oh my God.
That's your hood.
First off, Ohio guy right here, Ohio State
nice.
Buckeyes. Come on, big. You say a stadium just now?
Yeah, it was me, Jelly Roll, Megan Moroney.
Jelly.
Jelly
Our
roll.
boy, Jelly.
Yeah.
Jelly roll.
It's a good friend. Well, I love Jelly.
I think he's a bit overrated.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, wait, do you say stadium?
Yeah.
How many people?
Oh, 65,000.
Bro, wait, and then you flew here?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here today?
Got to meet some fans, got to do all the activities. Did you do them?
I did.
They said you didn't make one shot in basketball.
Bro, they went out of their way to tell you that?
They did. That was the first thing they said.
Zero. Kane, the number of times he has told me, I've known him 10 years, I'm going to win this one. I'm the fastest man in the world. Nobody could beat me in the boxing ring. I'm going to do this. He told me today, he said, I'm going to win $1 million today.
No, I
Watch.
didn't. I said I was getting the
I'm
Ferrari
going
for
to
my
win a
wife.
Ferrari for my wife. I said, bro, set expectations more realistically. 0 points. Zero.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
one.
honestly, coming
insane.
in, I thought the same thing.
What?
Yeah.
You
I
were
was
going to
like,
win.
yeah, I was gonna win. I was like, something, 3rd place at least.
Do you think that alpha mentality and that manifestation as a man is what makes you and you so successful at what you do?
I think it drives us, especially him. I will say, I look up to Logan a lot, just because you just own your stuff, man.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and I'm watching the documentary right now, by the way.
Oh,
Me and the
shit.
wife.
Oh, let's go.
She finished hers, so I was like, okay, we're gonna watch this one now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I appreciate the support, bro. You
course,
guys have
brother.
always been so good to me. Like, I think the last time we were hanging out, we were bowling
Yeah.
years ago.
I did terrible there.
Yeah, bro. Look, I feel like we're guys who are good at what we're good at, and then everything else we're just not that
No,
good at it,
no,
bro.
no.
Unless you're Tom Brady and you're absolutely perfect.
Killing it, man.
Who, by the way,
No.
is first place. Of course, he's gonna fucking. Why Tom Brady is gonna win the $1 million?
I
Does
know.
anyone else find that like
He's going to give it away to charity.
Is he?
100%. Tom Brady ain't keeping that money, bro.
What if he
telling
does? What if he does?
He's gonna
and
buy-
He buys 2 Ferraris.
Nah. He's gonna buy a Richard Mille watch for someone in need.
Who in need needs a Richard Mille?
Or like an Audemars for someone who really needs it, dude. Somebody down on their luck. One thing you're good at that most people might not know, and maybe it should have been later in the episode, but I see it in, is Call of Duty, bro. You have carried my terrible gameplay through some games, bro. You are nasty at Call of Duty.
Thank
like
you.
nasty, bro.
Thank you.
You're that good?
I'm
No,
not,
he's
I'm okay.
He's great. He's great, dude. What's your record like kills in a game?
Record?
Of like Rebirth or something like that.
Like Warzone's like 46.
Give Help me understand.
Insane.
Yeah, top percentile.
In 46 in a game.
And percentile, it's top. KD wise, top 0.1%.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah.
snap!
Yeah.
All right, so you're good at Call of Duty. You're good at singing. Were you good at basketball?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you feel you did overall?
So this is what happened. So I don't have the clutch gene. I think that's why Tom Brady's in first place. Because in basketball, I could have broke, or I could have got the highest score.
Yeah.
And then dude came over the microphone and he said, he's gonna get the highest score.
Oh.
And when he said that, my body just froze up.
Oh.
And then my last 3 or 4 shots, they hit the rim, came off the backboard, and
All right, I didn't make one, dude, but they were all like shots like that.
Really?
Like, dude, I'm talking about 1 to 2% off.
yeah.
It's kind of just my luck.
It's one of those sports.
Did you
man.
how'd you do on the punching thing?
I got second.
What'd you get?
8. 50.
You already got above me.
Yeah, I can punch. Like I knew I was gonna do well at the WWE
I've never hit that
entrance.
bag though.
Oh, you've never hit it?
Yeah.
I broke my knuckle on that bag in Germany once.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and then she reminded me. She said, "Don't break your hand like Logan did."
Yeah.
That was crazy, bro.
That was nuts.
I got like 750 something though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
bro, but
Right.
you're not, dude. You're selling out stadiums. You're a global phenomena. You don't got to be worrying about punching, dude. Like it's my
Yeah,
job,
bro.
I should be good at. I should be good at it. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so dude, yeah, you are this global superstar, also such a down to earth guy. What you've done to country music is incredible, man, and the way you have like bridged the gap between a few different genres. Yeah, is awesome. Has it been an insane journey for you?
Man, honestly, it's been a while because I never in a million years thought that I'd be here. First off, on the podcast, and second, just in general.
Let's go.
So it's just, I don't know, it's just been a crazy ride, and any kids watching, I mean, you came up through it grinding. You came up through it grinding, and I used to live in a car with my mom, man, and working 3 jobs, and we're here. So anything's possible, and it's been amazing. Country music's, done everything for me.
It's interesting though, because you have this like really inherent talent. You can sing. When did you realize, oh man, I have a bit of a voice, or like you're melodically gifted, or whatever you want to call it?
So I got in. I call myself like the before TikTok, or with like the what would I say, like the main.
That would be the
Pre-TikTok.
The pre-TikTok,
pre-talk,
Before
before TikTok.
BTT.
Yeah.
Before TikTok.
So I was working 3 jobs, and then I was trying to find out how to go viral on social media. So I was using Facebook and just singing all the covers, and my videos started going super viral, and that's kind of how I found out I guess I could do this for a career. And then my record labels came in, but it's just been a fun ride.
But singing is like interesting because you have to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And if you're like a, what you said, 15-year-old, or did I just make that up completely?
You just made that up. Yeah. No, I was
How old are you?
I don't know why
I think I started like 18 or 19.
All right,
It's not that far off.
Yeah, we'll give
See,
it take
you
a
were
3
within
years.
2% of the basket again, dude. You just keep doing it.
close.
You're getting close, dude.
So, as an 18-year-old who like had you been singing up of that, but like how do you have the courage to put yourself out there like that as someone who's never done it?
Yeah, well, Facebook wise, I just, the more likes and also going to your show, I didn't care what anybody said.
Fair.
I wanted everybody, commenting, liking, or just seeing it. So I would just be like, I wouldn't even tell them to like the video. I would say share it. And so on Facebook, when I found out that that was the key. If you go look at my top video, like you'll see people with 600, 700,000 likes. I had 700, 800,000 shares. So then I was on 800,000 people's Facebooks.
Yeah.
And then it just took off from there. So I was competing with artists without a record deal on streaming and sales. And I would, not meet in radio or anybody. They'd be like, whoa, you're real. I would show up, and then the shows would sell out super fast. My first show sold out in 30 minutes, and the second one sold out in 8 minutes. And then it was just a wild ride. And then now I think the hardest part is trying to maintain it.
Come on now. That's the game.
Yeah, well, I turned, I have 3 kids now, and, everybody's younger. And I just realized the other day that I'm still like one of the youngest guys in country music.
Really?
So
how old are you?
31.
Yeah, we're same age. I'm 30.
Yeah, so then just working out, it kind of brought back my young mentality. So I'm trying to like rebrand myself basically.
In what way?
Just fun. Summer, like I just released a song called 2 Pairs. It's almost kind of like Miles on it.
Cool.
Just that younger vibe.
Cool.
You know, just being on stage, running around,
Cool.
looking fit.
Yeah, dude, you've been on the grind.
Trying my best.
Yeah, dude. Like I know you had that little body transformation. Like
Yeah.
you're locked in right now.
Locked.
I asked you if you wanted canes before this.
Said no, can't do
You
it.
wouldn't do it.
Nothing could persuade you. Not even Raising Cane's, named after
Love
you.
Raising Cane's. If it had a K, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
can't
right.
eat, so you're not eating anything.
No fast food, no sugar.
What's your diet consist of right now?
Chicken, turkey, rice, potatoes on refeed days, and asparagus.
What was the last one? The second
Potatoes
one?
on refeed days.
Yeah, refeed days. So I have 2 refeed days.
Oh, on
and I have
refeed day. Oh,
dig
got it.
days, yeah.
And what about on the workout side?
I mean, I work out every day. I run a mile every day. I just work out.
And
you know,
why
push
you do
myself.
Why are you doing it?
I want to look like a plastic toy soldier.
Really?
Yeah,
Like him.
yeah. But he's bigger. I'm like lean.
Yeah.
I mean, you're lean too. I don't know what that meant. But
No.
like, you're just a bigger guy.
You know, I'm not as lean as you. You're definitely lean. But
I just want to be like, you just see every muscle in my body, like the science thing. That's,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
in the room,
Dude, hey, Mad Noble. That's awesome, and I'm sure like we can both respect and appreciate that. But I
don't
think,
give a shit.
yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
I want the Canes, dude. I want the Raising Canes. Like when that comes in, dude.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
Ask
thank you
you
so
shall
much.
receive.
This is my favorite food right here, man. Oh, that's for Logan, right?
Do you have another?
We can share it. This is what they gave us. Hey, Todd Graves, man, you couldn't spare more than 4 tenders. This is what we got. We just spent a whole weekend where you gave us.
We said if it was Logan, he would have given the truck.
I do, but going back to an inside joke there.
All right, wait.
Here, Logan, have this. Go ahead.
Here. Baseball season is in full swing, pun intended. And the music festivals are here. For all your live event tickets, there's only one place you need to be. You already know it. SeatGeek with over 28 million downloads. SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events every single day on SeatGeek, including concerts, sporting events, music festivals, and of course, Raw, SmackDown, WWE premium live events, and more. They put all the tickets across the web in one place to make sure you're getting a good deal, and each ticket is graded to make sure that you get a good deal. Look for the green dots. Green means good, red means thanks, Mike. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps. And you know I came through for you guys as per usual. Use my code Logan10 for 10% off tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off your purchase with promo code Logan10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. Shout out SeatGeek. Back to the show. So yeah, you're working out because you want. It sounds like you're really doing it for yourself, like on a personal.
Yeah, and it was a huge mental thing too, man. I was in a kind of a rough spot mentally, but I don't want to bring anybody down because, like I said, I'm trying to rebrand myself.
Wait. Were you going to bring someone down? Was it someone's fault that you were in that spot?
No, I mean, it was just, I think it's just the business that we're in. You know, everybody's constantly competing with each other.
Is it Morgan Wallen's fault?
No, Morgan's my boy. He actually just hit me up about training.
Really?
Yeah.
He's training too?
He's trying to get fit.
Man, all you country boys, bro. You guys really got it going on. You chose the right genre as well.
Hey, dude.
I feel like it's at least controversial. Everyone's just having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, well, everybody's just kind of polite about it. They might not like you, but they don't say nothing.
There's some drama though. I saw some drama recently with man, who was it? Like somebody that writes songs, like one of the songwriters, and then a big performer. They had like a drama. I think it was Zach Bryan. He got in a drama with one of the songwriters.
Yeah, I don't know Zach at all.
Oh, it was big. All right, well, I think when you said you don't want to bring anybody down, you meant like you don't want to kill the vibe. Is that what you meant? Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to continue to kill the vibe. I'm serious. It's very important that you talk about mental health, bro. Very important, bro. The more men that talk about that, you know, honestly,
I'm glad that you said that too, by the way.
It's a very, very important topic, man. And why did you find yourself in this last, you know, kind of downtrend mentally?
I don't know. I think, you know, just being so competitive, you know. I like I said, when I got started on Facebook, I didn't I just wanted all the numbers, you know, as many as possible. And then once you get to a certain point of you being Kane Brown or you being whoever, and then you start seeing negative stuff, it's like I just got off social media for a while during the COVID days because that's when social media started getting crazy. So, I mean, everybody came out of the woodworks. So I just left it. And then when I try to come back to it, it just like wasn't there no more. Or like, you know, everything's changed, like algorithms. So now you like don't talk in your post, or it's only gonna, you know, go to people that talk English and all this. So now I'm trying to rebrand and find out how social media works again. So it kind of just brought me down.
Dude,
so yeah.
it's crazy because you really only have two choices. You've got taking breaks like you did, or you've got burnout.
Yeah.
And the internet is not polite to inconsistency. The algorithms mandate that you continuously produce and continuously perform. And it's very competitive. It's funny because in a way, his mental health decline technically is Morgan Wallen's fault. You were right about it when you said that, because he's a competitor in the field with you and he's performing.
Yeah, no, I mean, but Morgan's.
So you were right when you said.
Well, no.
You're exactly. You were spot on, dude.
You're not though, because Morgan. If you compare Morgan to anybody, Morgan.
Man,
I mean, name an artist.
He is on fire.
Exactly. Morgan's at the top.
He brought Drake out. Yesterday?
Yeah, last
in
night.
Houston.
Yeah,
walkout.
That's what I'm saying. Morgan, I promise you, Morgan's my guy.
Yeah,
we just punked him, but yeah, I'm not releasing it. But
Punk, like the show Punk.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's hosting the show?
Well, it was gonna be me, but the episodes just haven't came out.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna release it. But it was sick though. I had a gorilla in my yeah. There's a dude in a suit, and I have a big dog yard. Looks like it holds in dinosaurs. And the gorilla was in there, and he came down. I told him we were gonna shoot a movie, and so we were walking down. We were going in the house. He saw a gorilla, and I told him a whole story about how my dad dropped out of high school, which he really did, and joined the circus. And this gorilla was about to go to the Atlanta Zoo, but
this is wild.
But I got to keep him until
crazy.
He went to the Atlanta Zoo. So Morgan was throwing him bananas over the fence. And then we went in and talked. And then when we came back out, the gate was open and the gorilla wasn't there no more. And so he ended up, the gorilla basically locked me in there with him. And then Morgan was hiding in the car with bananas.
This is hilarious.
Throw him over.
This is hilarious. That is an intricate
It was sick.
break.
And we got Dustin Lynch too. Dustin was hilarious. We did it at night, so it was a little more realistic with Dustin.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like you got a great life, dude.
It's been great.
Lots changed since Red Bank, Tennessee.
Yeah.
You ever go back to Red Bank?
No.
No.
Why
not?
Well, Red Bank was a small part of my life. Love Red Bank. Shout out Red Bank. But Fort Oglethorpe, I moved schools so many times growing up that Red Bank was a short, quick journey. I just say Chattanooga. Chattanooga is basically considered Red Bank.
You were changing schools because
not money we couldn't stay in a house for a certain period of time, or we were moving somewhere else for less rent, and just going all over the place.
So where did you go after? Where did you spend the most of your time as a child?
Probably Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, just because I grew up there. But Rossville, Georgia too. I mean, I went to 6 different elementary schools, 2 different middle schools, and 5 different high schools.
How did you make any friends?
Athlete. So I was just basketball team, football team, baseball team.
Oh, okay. All right, that's not bad.
But they weren't even like friendships. They were like situationships, because then you would just vanish and just go to another town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but everything's so close. So I'd end up competing against them. I'm going to beat y'all's ass.
Oh,
that's
damn.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
So they went from friends to ops.
No, they were cool. I mean, we were cool after. I would just go drop 25 on them.
What did that like, not knowing where you were going to be 6 months from a point, like what did that do to your mentality as a kid living like that, not knowing if you were going to have your needs met?
I mean, honestly, it's my life now. It's perfect. Everybody just tells me where to go and what to do.
This is great.
You set me up perfectly. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
fantastic.
So you didn't it didn't really bother you that much?
No, as long as I have my mom was with me and my nana. That's all that mattered.
Did you maintain any of those friendships now in adulthood?
Yeah, my boy right here, Kenny. We went to high school together.
Oh, no way.
And,
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
What's up, Kenny? Hell yeah. Yeah.
What up, man?
Yeah, I've still got so many friends. My wife's like, you have way too many friends.
Oh, really?
But I'm like, yeah, I moved. I just keep them close. And then,
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
I lost pretty much all of them except one. Actually, not lost. It's just like the friendship didn't really blossom beyond high school.
Yeah. Well, you gotta be careful for the snakes and stuff.
And there are many, man. Many snakes in the grass.
Have you dealt with a lot of snakes? Really,
I've dealt with a lot of snakes.
Really?
I've dealt with a lot of snakes. Anyways, look, man.
I'm interested to see what you say next. Could be anything.
It could be argued that when it comes to country music, you are him.
No.
It could be argued. It could be argued. What say you to those who say you are him?
Say it again. What is that?
See, I told you, man. You got to watch this. He's the snake. He's the snake, dude. You got to watch out for this guy.
What say you
Yep.
to those who say you are him?
It's a riddle.
I feel like he's a fortune cookie.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. Exactly.
I would say to my fans who support me, I love you, but I am not that guy that goes out and says, I'm him.
I don't know the way we're going to cut that up. I can assure you.
That's not me. And if Logan cuts it up, 1v1 basketball.
No.
That's already over.
Bro, I'm never shooting another basketball in my life, dude.
Really?
In my life. Yeah, so look, all right, you're on this fitness journey, and that's great. And what I was saying earlier was, it's so noble. You have found this discipline, and you wanna pursue this, high physicality goals of yours. But I do it because it's my job.
Mhm.
Does it ever get old? Like when I was eating those chicken fingers just now, which, dude, I have to say were fantastic.
That's sick.
Shout out Raising Cane's.
Is that discipline sometimes difficult, and do you ever break?
No,
No.
because I feel like if I cheat myself, then why work so hard, and then and mess up to everything that I've already been trying. Because like seeing results is so. I mean, it's what's the word I'm looking for?
Satisfying.
Well, it's very
Fulfilling,
satisfying, but it's like you just can't get enough of it.
Addictive.
Addictive, yeah.
Yeah.
And so for me,
Ingratiating.
All right, easy. It's fucking Einstein.
You
Yeah.
like that?
Relax, dude.
Fuck yeah.
but
Hey, don't swear.
Frick yeah.
You
swear?
you guys.
do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I try not to, because I just feel like if there's kids watching.
Why are you so wholesome? How are you so wholesome?
Bro, it's hard. I want to be wholesome. I'm just a nice person, but I feel like it messes me up as well because I feel like people are like, oh, he's so boring. But I was like, I don't want to be mean. I can't be mean.
What's your favorite
But-
swear word?
I don't know.
There's a clip. What's that clip? You know the clip?
It's Miranda.
Yeah.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Right.
She's like, hey, I don't know, fuck.
It's so violent. I was trying to recreate it. I was trying to recreate it.
Okay, so you don't, man.
You got any vices?
Yeah, come on.
You ever had a sip of whiskey or something?
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
yeah. Like last night, I'll say I cheated on my diet, but I had like this much tequila.
Cops.
Oh wow, you're
Yeah.
a badass, dude.
Thank you.
What are you, a felon or something?
Yeah, but then right when I started drinking, it dried my voice up. So then I just chugged like a gallon of water.
Yo, talk to me about that. I am so curious about the actual logistical grind of being an artist who performs at your level, where you are on the road, right? And you also have these like a very physical discipline that you want to do, which I imagine is hard while you're traveling, having to eat the right meals and prepare your food. I imagine that's all like pretty planned out for you. But if you want to have a good time on the road, throw it back, party, like live that rock star lifestyle, how are these things affecting your voice? The lack of sleep, the travel, the food you maybe don't want to eat all the time, and then the partying side of it as well.
Yeah. Okay. So I got to take them back before April. Okay. So before April.
These are the times I want to hear about, bro. I want to hear about these pre-April days, man.
Yeah. So before April, 205 pounds.
Yeah. It's a lot of cane.
Yeah. I mean, I would stay up till 3 a.m.
Yep.
Play beer pong. You could not beat me. Especially you now.
Hey, I'm good at beer pong. We gotta play.
See, we'll play.
We gotta play.
No shot, you're good at beer pong.
But
It's not
play
possible.
beer pong, tequila, everything. Just chill, not everything, but just chilling backstage and just partying like a regular party.
Like a regular rock star.
It's what you would assume of a star.
Yeah. Not 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No Coca-Cola. But
yeah. For sure.
Okay, but then
it is hard to maintain your voice. I found my vocal coach, and I didn't realize how many things could actually draw out your voice.
Yeah.
And tequila is one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whiskey too.
Yeah.
Pretty much any alcohol.
Yeah.
Also screaming. We'll do it.
Yeah. And
My voice is, as you can tell, is gone.
I do a
have
lot
no
of screaming, a lot of woos.
Dude,
Yeah.
do you do chants? You ever do chants? We're big chance.
Not
guy.
chance.
Oh,
I do
man,
the
dude.
like my thing I've been doing is the hiya. Like, can I get a hiya?
Oh,
You know?
That's
we
great.
know. It's funny you
Yeah.
bring that up, dude. We know a lot about that, dude.
Yeah, the
We
crowd
know a
goes
lot.
crazy with it though. They love it, and it's so cool.
Should
seeing
bring
that
Alyssa
when people
Violet on
feel
stage
bad.
and do it.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
pretty
that'd be
crazy.
sick.
Yo,
Yo.
are you the best country music basketball player?
Depends who you ask.
I know somebody who could beat you.
And country music.
We already talked about him once. Jelly. Jelly Roll's an incredible basket. Yeah.
We
Bro, I'm
literally just. Bro.
He hit me 2 days ago when he was at SoFi to play in his 3-on-3. I played with him before. Jelly can play. You'd be surprised how physical Jelly can get.
Can Jelly beat me? Okay, thank you.
No,
I love Jelly.
You'd be
though.
surprised how physical Jelly can get, man.
So
He's gonna do some things over the next little. I think he's a real good guy, dude.
Kane can
No, that's
dunk.
Jelly Roll.
Kane can dunk.
Yeah, that's Jelly.
No, that's Jelly.
That was
Jelly
yesterday.
can dunk.
Brother can dunk.
You can dunk.
I mean, if it's a oop, I can get it.
Yeah,
Oh, somebody toss it up to you.
Yeah.
counts.
You got you got good calves
Yesterday was my first time jumping
ever.
in 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah, I surprised myself.
I'm jealous of what you do. If I could have changed my career to do anything, it would be to be some sort of musician. I gotta know, what's that feeling like on stage when you're singing and there's like 65,000 people in a stadium just singing your song back to you and receiving all of that energy.
I mean, it's one of the best feelings in the world. I mean, it's the same with you, bro. I mean, I know that you and everybody that thinks it's like athletes want to be artists want to be athletes.
Drake
And
lyric.
It is really funny.
no, it is. And I mean, it's basically the same feeling. Like, what's your high? I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff you've been doing in WWE. I mean, that's gonna be insane to see those videos back and just to feel it and as much work you put in.
I think my ultimate high is actually what you just said, because I'm a content creator first.
Yeah.
It's when I see the video of the thing and I'm like, man, that was showtime.
Yeah.
Like, that looked good. But doing it when I land it, if I land it successfully uninjured, is also like a pretty big rush.
Yeah.
Especially when they start chanting, "You still suck."
See?
and I'm like, yeah, we got him. Like, as long as you're saying something, But it's like, I'm really locked into what I'm doing. Like, I'm worried, not worried. I'm highly concerned that the performance needs to be what it needs to be.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying yours is not, but I feel like you're probably at a point where you can live a little more in the
Freestyle.
moment and like enjoy what's happening. I'm not there yet. I'm focused on
Yeah.
the guy across from me at the moment.
Yeah.
Still.
No, that makes sense.
Like, bro, I don't know. When I see guys on stage performing, I'm just like,
There's nothing cooler than that.
that's the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah,
to
in the
me.
world.
Really?
Yeah, and I've been to your
100%,
show.
dude, come on.
See, I'm up there. Like I said, I'm the little guy that's up there. I'm like, I hope they like me.
They all like you, bro.
They're all clapping and singing your songs.
No,
He's the one
I
that's
know.
got to ask that. He does a backflip and they all give him the finger and tell him he sucks.
No, I get that, and I don't understand it.
How crazy
I don't
is that,
No,
understand
it's
it.
what it's how I heal. It's my job. No, I don't. I hope they don't like me. In fact, when
No,
people
but-
do like me, I'm like,
No, I will say that's
Ew.
that's major success too, and I envy you for being able to freaking own up to that. You know what I'm saying?
dude, I'm not like you, bro. I'm not as wholesome. I'm a bit edgy. I do swear. Fuck.
Is that your favorite swear word?
Fuck yeah.
You're a badass, dude.
More like a sick.
Whoa, you can't say that on YouTube, so that just got bleeped. Otherwise, we
Point
wouldn't be
is,
able to
I'm
monetize
edgy.
this
I'm
episode.
edgy,
Yeah.
Kane. So like I've come to realize not everyone's gonna like me, and most of those people are strangers who don't know me, and
Yeah.
so like,
You don't care.
bro, subjecting myself to the opinions of strangers and like actually giving that weight makes no fucking sense to me. Took me
Yeah.
a while to get there, but nah, bro, you seem pretty great, man. I'm not sure how many Kane Brown haters there are.
There's a lot.
What is there to hate?
Why? Yeah, what do they focus on?
I don't know.
I feel like the tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the country music industry is kind of like gate kept, because I saw like as this new kind of like field of artists have come up over the past few years and mix that pop sound, some hip hop with the
Yeah.
country. Dude, people, I mean, everybody wants to protect like the Johnny Cash, like you know what I'm saying? All the way
Yeah.
back to like, and Garth Brooks and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's the thing too.
is that what you get hate for?
Well, yeah,
Switching
of course,
the sound
of
up?
course. I mean, come on, dude. Look at me. Like when I first came in, everybody thought I was a rapper. But one thing about is that funny?
Yeah, that's crazy. Is that all you can be?
Yeah.
What's this guy, rapper or something?
Yeah, basically.
What can I be?
That was been my whole career. So for me, I mean, and I don't feel like I feel like when I try and do like my actual country stuff to be like, I love country music.
Yeah.
I understand country music. I feel like it always gets overlooked. So then when I do like Miles on it and things like that, those songs take off.
What do you like? What do you like doing more?
I love I mean, don't get me wrong. I love running around, hype, energy. I want everybody to be having a party. But I like Randy Travis is one of my all-time favorites.
Yep.
And like Chris Young, that's who I came up listening to. He's got an awesome voice. Just those kind of guys are just awesome. You know, George Strait, Alan Jackson.
Can you rap?
No.
See,
But
now you did it.
I can.
I was just curious.
You could rap.
No,
So-
you're talented in one way musically. Maybe.
Hold on,
maybe-
I'm only gonna play. Can I play like 3 seconds or something?
I would love this.
Are we gonna get copyright? Right?
No, because it's not even out.
Can
It probably
your
won't
label
come out.
whitelist our channel, please? Because they will strike us down. I'm
It's
certain.
not even out,
Strike us down.
and it's not coming out.
They will strike us down. Oh, it's not coming out.
It's not gonna come out.
This is great.
Unreleased.
You're the manager.
You'll be okay. It's not out yet. That's how you get flagged when they
Yeah. Unless
All
we whitelist.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Whitelist.
Oh, where's it at? Oh, that's it.
Whoa.
I told you that's gonna get cut. No.
He said this.
Whoa.
He said this.
Nah,
He said this.
I told you it's not gonna come out.
Get
This
the
is me
cops.
expressing
Get the
myself
cops
as an
in.
artist.
Get the cops in.
As
here,
an
bro.
artist, this is me
dude's out of
expressing
control.
myself.
Get him
bro.
out
He
of
is
here.
out of control, dude.
Hold up. Where's it at?
He's going-
Naked. There's no words I'm hearing.
He's going to the hook.
Okay, you ready?
That's a Kane Brown hook.
Here we go.
But it is what it is. I'm making a trailer out there in them sticks. My mama herself had to raise 2 kids. They fight with them guns, they fight with our fists.
All right, that's all I'm
You
giving
can rap.
That's all I'm giving you.
You can country rap.
Oh, man.
We heard you.
Dude,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Red Bank ain't gonna be happy about that one,
listen to
Kane.
the
Wow.
Yeah, but I wanted to. We've been talking about. I was even thinking like Glorilla, or like Big X is doing an album already, so I feel like it's got to be somebody else. But Kevin Gates, I felt like it would be sick.
Yeah, that
I
would
don't know.
work too. There's a lot.
Did you experience racism coming up?
Yeah. I grew up in Georgia, and the way I grew up was kind of crazy because I grew up in an all-white family. Me being biracial, I was never told about my dad. Didn't know what my dad looked like. He's been locked in prison since '96. He's still there today.
Whoa.
And I never met my black side of the family at all. So my whole time, my little brother that grew up on me, he was white. So I just thought, being out in the sun, I got a little darker, My black friends never went inside. So yeah.
So you thought you just had that like olive complex, like
Yeah.
Kinda-
Was there ever a moment where was it your mom who was like, Kane, you're black?
No, my little brother.
He told you?
Yeah.
What'd he say, Kane? We're
Well, his dad that I went through child abuse with told him that, he wasn't my dad, blah, 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 which I never asked.
Oh, he was a half brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so my mom was with his dad for a while. So when I was growing up, that was basically my dad because my dad never got talked about.
Yep.
And so
And he was white?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it was just, and I was just confused growing up my whole life.
How old were you when that?
I mean, from probably 4 or 5 on. Well,
Okay.
I started at 4 and 5. I don't know when he left, but
so you had a father figure though in your
stepdad?
yeah. Well, yeah, some sort of
So he was living in the house with us,
Right.
And he helped raise me.
Got it.
But then him and my mom got divorced, and then it was his stepdads coming in left and right.
Got it.
But I'd already found out that he wasn't my dad because my little brother told me.
Have you had any communication with your real father?
Yeah, he calls me every now and then. We had a bad little fallout, and then he is reaching back out now again. He wants me and my brothers and sisters that I also didn't find out till I was 16 that I had 2 sisters
Holy
and
shit.
2 older brothers that I found out when I was 16.
To reconnect. He wants y'all to reconnect.
Yeah.
Those are your full blood siblings.
Or just half?
Half.
So I also
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
And is he expected to get out ever or?
He's trying to right now, and then his plan is to bring everybody back together, and he wants to be my security guard, and
He's got a whole
all that
plan.
stuff. Yeah, but I mean, he's got to get out first.
Yeah, yeah, but good for him. He's
He's I
scheming?
mean, he seems. I've met him one time in person. He's freaking huge.
Really?
Yeah, he's 6'5", 270.
oh damn.
Was benching like 515.
Oh my
He's the
god.
biggest guy in his prison.
No one's
I'm
fucking with him.
No, I'm always like, who you got to mess with? He's like, nobody.
Oh, so maybe he should be your security then. That actually,
not a bad
big.
idea.
yeah, that
big.
actually makes sense. Man.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Whoa. Yeah, the
that's
first
tough.
the first time I heard about you, it was under the context of like, yeah, there's this black country artist who's like
Sick.
taking over all the
Sick.
charts. No, I was like, all right, who is he? And then it was explained to me in the context of like, this has never really happened before in country music.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Well, Charlie Pride. I mean, Charlie Pride was huge in country music, and then Darius Rucker, of course.
I was,
Darius
I was lied
Rucker,
to,
yeah.
dude. I'm just saying I was ignorant. It was given misinformation.
Darius,
Yeah.
would you say Darius Rucker's? Would you classify that as country?
I mean, Wagon Wheel is one of the biggest songs in country music. I mean, I feel like everybody knows Wagon Wheel.
Yeah, Hootie. I'm
Yeah.
saying like, is that pre Hootie or after?
That's after. Yeah.
After.
Yeah, I think he came in and then had that
That's
song.
why. That's why I ask.
Yeah.
Because he kind of was already established
Mhm.
with Hootie, right?
Yeah.
Before that. So really, I mean, at the end of the day, like you're one of very few.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a stat the other day that like out of everybody on country radio, I think it was like 9% was black artists or something like that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
super.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I do know, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll just say the loud words quietly out loud, the quiet words out loud. Country music has been a very predominantly white protected
yeah,
art for a
Yeah.
long time. It just has been. And I can only imagine how difficult it was to break into that. And you probably helped so many artists take that. I mean, have you spoken with Shaboozey? Are you guys close?
yeah,
or-
that's my guy.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's killing
Amazing,
it right
bro.
now.
That's
Yeah.
sick. Have you ever dealt with racism in the industry?
Oh yeah, I remember. I won't say a name because I won't throw him under the bus. But there was one writer that he said he wouldn't write with me because I was black. Yeah, and then I remember I confronted him about it and
That's-
everything.
that's
He tried
real
to
racism.
apologize to me at the bar. And there was another big writer that has like over 30 number ones that said the same thing.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
but then he apologized whenever we blew up and was trying to write with me. And I said no.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yo, that's crazy. Like that's because that's real racism,
Yeah.
bro. That's fucked.
that was my Facebook days when I was just coming in, social media. Nobody believed it.
Ugh, weird. Just so weird.
Yeah,
Dude, you are a dad of 3. Congratulations.
thank you.
Beautiful family. How do you find the work-life balance?
My wife is Superwoman. Always holds down the fort,
Mhm.
and my kids are just awesome. And you know, I never thought being a dad would be so sick, but it's
sick.
pretty gnarly.
How old are they?
My one's about to turn 6. My other one's middle child's about to turn 4, and then my son just turned 1.
So you're a proper dad,
Yeah,
and you have a daughter as well.
2 daughters, 2 daughters, 1
Two
son.
daughters.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
they're trips,
twice
bro.
girl dad?
Yeah. My oldest, she'll say, if you don't give her what her, like she's so smart, she'll say, I'm sorry, but if you don't let me do this, I'm gonna throw a fit.
no way. She'll just say that, dude. Respect.
You know what I mean? Me and
Oh my
wife,
God.
we're to the point where like, do it.
That's genius. What do you say to that, dude?
You can't,
What do you say to that?
dude. It's I don't know.
I have a 9-month-old daughter, and so I'm like looking ahead and waiting for these moments. Me and Nina will run like simulations and see like, yo, what if she says this, and how do you respond? Because I imagine like at some point raising a kid, you're gonna be like, what? How do I even respond to this, dude? Like kids are trips, no?
Yeah, and it's funny like what you gotta watch out what you say, or if you slip up on a curse word
Yeah.
and call somebody.
Which I
Um,
Mark that.
There you go. I
Bleep
did.
it.
I'm
We need the
I'm
money.
getting, I'm
Bleep
loosening it up a little
We
bit.
do gotta believe that particular word on this.
Look
That's
at
the
that.
only.
See?
It's no. That's
See?
me.
We're
We're
That's
not
me.
that edgy.
And we-
That's why I don't say it.
We'll get
it's-
demonetized.
That's
bro.
why.
Fraud.
It has nothing to
Crazy.
do with edginess, bro. I'll say anything. I could say a whole bunch of stuff that's worse, but we'll get demonetized.
So if you go to Australia, that's their language.
No, 100%. They're all demonetized, man. They're not earning on ad revenue whatsoever.
No, yeah. CPMs are low.
You want to know? You want to know the craziest thing about his situation with his wife? She's not just a wife; she's a collaborative artist
Insane.
on music, dude.
Insane.
They make music together.
Insane.
What the heck is that like, dude?
No, that's cool. I mean, she's a beast. Like she can sing her butt off.
Nice. What if you're like, I don't really like that song.
Like-
you know what
like-
I'm saying? Like she like really like hones in on a sound or something. You're like, nah, I don't really like that.
Well, so everyone that we've done so far is just I brought to her.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, she really wants, and I think she would kill. So if any Disney person or whoever's watching, I think she slays any Disney princess
Oh yeah,
song.
yeah. So they're not watching this, man. Nah, they're not watching it, man.
Kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But somebody watching this will know someone that this message ain't getting to any of those people, bro.
Dang.
There's no executives watching this program right now, dude.
No. Can you give me some girl dad advice?
Girl dad advice,
Yeah.
front to back.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the one piece of advice that you would give me.
Wow.
Yep.
So that out of
Wow.
everything
Wow.
you could have said,
It's a big one.
is it that big though?
Yeah.
It's massive, bro.
She's like, yeah.
It'll keep you
Wait,
healthy.
but, okay, but I got it. I
Well,
got
then you
that.
won. It's over. Game's over.
Yeah.
She's gonna succeed now.
Can you give me one more piece of girl dad advice?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know really any advice other than you're gonna be wrapped around her finger. I will say that.
Mm.
And I will tell you this. You more than likely are gonna have to be the disciplinary person, which is also the hardest thing to do because like I said, my daughter that says, I'm gonna pitch a fit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to have to punish you.
Yeah.
And then after I do it, I'm just like, yeah. You know, you think about it. But
Yeah, but the alternative is worse.
yeah.
Just
'cause you
letting
don't
them,
wanna-
to go off the rails and become a
Yeah. And
Stripper.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I would say for you, for where you're at in life right now, for your kid to be coming up, because mine, like, you know, everybody, like when we're on the road, everybody's like, this is your show. She just came out with us and performed for the first time. So like,
Oh,
this is
that's
your
awesome.
show. This is your tour bus. This is your tour. Like, she kind of, her britches got a little too big for a little bit. So
man. You gotta keep her humble, man.
yeah. So I think that's the hardest part of finding a balance. Cause like we'll go to, or even like if we go to Disney, they don't realize that not every kid gets to go to Disney. So I think that's the hardest part of parenting is like when you actually have stuff that you can give them, they can ask for it and you can give it to them.
Yeah.
It's just telling them like, not everybody gets this.
Yeah,
And
for
just
sure.
explaining that to them.
For sure.
Do you get the fast pass for him? Obviously.
Yeah, we do the VIP, all that stuff.
Do you ever stick them in seat 34F just so they get it? Like, do you show them the other side like one time type shit?
I tried to. My wife's like, nah.
Nah, so because she don't want to do it. She's not. She's like,
Well,
I'm
no.
not flying in that.
She's just those are her babies, so she wants them to have everything. But
Dude,
That's the tough part about parenting, man, is like to do it right, you're gonna probably upset your kids a few times. My dad upset me a bunch.
I'm not.
So did my mom.
I'm glad your dad. I didn't have a dad to do that to me.
facts.
It's
Got him.
Damn, you gotta take all that.
Dude, I'm like, man, my dad, he did these things. He's like, I don't even
I have a dad. Oh, okay.
Shit.
So, which one do you think is worse?
Probably my dad, bro, to be honest. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. No. Dude, my dad's incredible. But he was willing to do the hard parts of parenting
Yeah.
that forged Jake and I into the men that we are. And we can attribute like pretty much most, if not all of our success to the work ethic that he has given to us.
Yeah.
And man, it's not always easy being the bad guy.
Yeah.
It can't
That's
be.
cool.
Dude, in 2013, you auditioned for X Factor USA. And then after being casted, they wanted you to instead be in a boy band.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you say no to that?
There was I just followed my heart. There was something in my stomach saying, don't join. And I rooted for those guys. I watched the whole show called Restless Road. They're awesome. And after I got my record deal, we went and signed them.
Whoa. Sorry. You signed or your label?
Yeah, we we have a record label and we signed.
Oh, sorry. Okay, got it. Signed the boy band that you were supposed to be in.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
You bet on yourself.
wow.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was and I've kind of lost that feeling, but there was like for the longest, like at the beginning of my career, was just following my gut, and I just knew what was gonna happen. I would go to sleep and have like my favorite thing was I released a song right after going viral called "Used to Love You Sober," and I went to sleep and I dreamed that it was #1 on iTunes, and woke up, it was #1, and then that's when I ended up getting a call from my record label that day, Big Machine. So I remember crying in my bathroom of just, I don't know, I felt like everything that was happening, I saw it happening before it did.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit you dream about?
Yeah.
I dream sometimes that I'm like a granola bar, for example. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you have dreams about real life stuff is pretty awesome. Because I don't really dream too much about do you dream about real life stuff?
Me?
Yeah.
Like pirates?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like someone's on fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like imagine dreaming like that, you know, we got picked up by Fanatics in WWE. You know?
Like your goals?
Yeah.
Dude, I've always thought it was really funny. Like, yeah, like I made my dreams come true. I never dreamed about being a WWE superstar, bro. I dreamed about the dumbest shit ever. Bro.
Oh my God. Why is this dude chasing me?
Why
He's
am I
18
riding
feet
a
tall.
giant
Why
duck
can't I punch him
across the Indian
Why
Ocean?
can I
How
only
did we
punch
get
in
here?
slow motion?
We're underwater. I can breathe.
I'm
Those
stuck
are
in the
gills
concrete.
on my body.
Help
How
me.
am I a fish?
Help me, dude. Yeah, why? Why am I in the top of this palm tree right now? And how do I get down? He's got plaques on the wall in an office. Well, what's the disconnect here? You know what I'm saying?
You can control them, bro.
Oh, really? Can you make my dead grandma stop visiting me then, dude? Because you and I are having very different dreams, bro.
No,
you know
serious.
what I'm saying? Like
I control mine.
You lucid dream?
lucid dream?
You lucid dream?
Yeah.
You did the protocol.
I just learned how to do it.
You did the dot on your hand?
Mm-mm.
What did you do?
After I had the same dream 3 times in a row. I was on a baseball diamond running around the bases, and I couldn't run. And Michael Myers was chasing me out of all
see,
people.
now you're talking.
Yes.
Now you're talking my language, bro.
So once I found out it was the 3rd time, I was like, this is a dream. I could run as fast as I wanted to. I turned around, I beat the hell out of Michael Jackson.
Oh, damn, now we're talking.
Michael Myers.
See, you and I are on all
Michael
that different.
Myers. Yeah.
You were running around the bases. You beat the shit out of Michael Jackson. These are my type of dreams, bro. No. Damn, man. Damn.
Dude, where did Michael Jackson?
God.
Did you get it, Mike?
God, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
So you whooped Mike Myers' ass.
Yeah. And then after that, I just started realizing that once I was asleep that I was dreaming. So then I started dreaming about song lyrics. Then I could wake myself up. I would wake myself up and I'd write them down in
There
my
was
notes.
no
That's
practice
insane.
or protocol. You just could do it one day.
Yeah, I mean, like it would be like it's like a simulation of you just constantly doing something. You're like, I've done this so many times.
You know,
your brain just triggers.
you know what you should do? You should carry like a unique object with you when you go to sleep that like no one else has and no one else has seen how it works. Like a dreidel that will spin forever, right? Or like a dice that's like,
Yeah, you're just describing the plot of Inception.
yeah, that's right. Sorry, I was gonna claim that as creativity.
A top that spins. And
It sounds like Inception. It sounds like Inception, dude.
Yeah.
It sounds like you gotta, like, so you just know you're dreaming and then you're just like, nah, I can do whatever I want here. I can go #1.
Yeah.
Dude, that's unfair. That's
Yeah,
unfair. I gotta
that's
say that's
awesome.
unfair. Because
That's
I had a dream once where it was productive. Like something happened in the dream where I was able to like brainstorm an idea in the dream. And I woke up like with the breakthrough. I was like, what? Sick.
Yeah.
Like I was able to work and be productive while I was sleeping. So the fact that you're able to like manifest a reality and also even come up with lyrics is definitely
movies.
a cheat code.
And movies.
What if like a bunch of time goes by? Right?
Right.
Well, that'll happen.
What if?
But then you wake up, dude, and you're in Red Bank and you're 7 and everybody's around you and they're like, dude, you were in a coma.
That would trip me out. That would trip me out.
And all of this, bro,
But-
all this shit was all
No, not
I'd probably wake myself up.
wake yourself up from what?
Are you saying I'm dreaming? Or are you saying
Yes, and Michael Jackson's chasing you around the bases, bro.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what if this is all simulation, man?
Talking about this right here. Right
All
now?
of it.
Nah, I would know.
You would know?
You would know?
Oh no, yeah.
I feel like you would know. You sounds like you have good instincts.
Yeah.
Even the way you say you follow your heart at such a young age, even
Mhm.
given like a cool opportunity, I feel like he would know.
So then what about aliens?
What about them?
Do they exist?
I wouldn't say they don't exist. I have a massive imagination. I will say that, and I will argue like I have. Oh God, here we go. I have a sister-in-law that basically works almost close for NASA. Like, and so like I argue with her all the time about the moon landing and all that stuff.
You don't think we
So,
landed?
I don't know if I should do this.
Don't do it. I think the likelihood is very small that we
I-
actually landed on the moon.
I hope one day Buzz Aldrin beats your ass. I hope Buzz Aldrin beats your ass, bro.
Honestly,
I
me
hope you're
too.
walking down the street or in whatever Puerto Rico, and he's walking down the street and he sees you and he says, you dumbass, I saw your podcast and beat your ass, bro. You are an anti-American to say that. You probably think the earth is
I don't
flat.
think that means anti-American.
No
Yeah, it
way.
is. You want to know what
No
it means? It
way.
means you're
No,
pro-Russia.
no, dude.
That's right. You guys are propagandists.
Nah,
Working
they
for
didn't
Putin.
nail it with Sputnik though. They got the government lying to the
Let me ask you
entire
a
country
question.
because of that Sputnik.
What if that trend continues? Okay, and you've got all the people that were a part of the mission, and they all were like, dude, they went to the moon, and we have the craft and the moon rocks and the people and the video and all of the things that like basically guarantee the fact that it happened.
Mhm.
And then Logan Paul says it didn't. But how far does that go? You know what I'm saying? Like, then what happens when people start to doubt everything? And then you end up at a point where people start to say, maybe this isn't real, this reality. Like, how far does it go? Like, how many questions do you ask?
This is my
All
own,
of them?
This is my only thing. They made a phone call when they landed. I can't get service in the elevator.
It's without even we don't have to get
Bro,
into
it's
it, but
military,
it's ridiculous.
military technology. It's 80 years ahead.
It's ridiculous.
They've got
bro.
technology. They've got technology right now that wouldn't make sense to
Gus Grissom.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Gus
Bro,
Grissom.
the
Gus
military,
Grissom, bro.
the military can make a phone call and
Bro.
the military can go in that elevator
What?
and turn that elevator into a telephone. Like, you don't understand
No,
the
I
tech,
get that,
dog.
but it's 2025 and I still lose signal.
Yeah.
Dude, the story.
And you
And there's
made
a
a phone
rationale.
call. When
You
did we
can't
land on the
just
moon?
say- 1969.
Yeah,
You can't just say that. You can't just say that. And then all of a sudden we didn't land on the moon.
No, I'm not saying
Because
we
you can't
didn't.
make a phone call in an elevator.
No.
No,
Yeah.
that's just one of my things.
See, I believe what you say. I just don't like when he says stuff.
Bro, if
You're fine,
if you
bro.
know the story of Gus Grissom, when
Mm-mm.
dude, you have to look this up. You have to. He is one of the astronauts who the conspiracy was burned alive in the cockpit of one of the test launches with 2 other astronauts. And he was like the best and brightest in America's space fleet. And he was outspoken against the space program because he was basically like, we don't have the technology to do this, and you expect us to make it to the moon? This is unsafe. This ship is not ready to fly. In fact, he hung a lemon on a coat hanger on one of the things as like a joke, as basically to say like, this rocket is a dud.
Yeah.
This doesn't work. He's on one of his communications before they were doing their test launches. They couldn't get communication like for to the HQ miles down the road. And he said, he's like, we can't talk and we can't correctly communicate, and we're miles down the street from each other. How are we supposed to go to the moon?
Yeah.
And he ended up dying in one of the rockets. He got burned alive because there was too much oxygen in the cockpit at the time, and there was a fuse that lit. And it was absolutely horrible. You have to watch his story. When I saw this, and I saw like he was writing letters to the government about how they're not ready, and like there's
Yeah.
no way they can do this in
Is
this
there a
amount of
chance he
time.
was wrong about the readiness?
Of course, there's a chance.
Okay, cool.
Of course, there's a chance.
So You can't get service in an elevator. And one dude blew up in a rocket. So we didn't go to space.
3 and they didn't blow up.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
At the end of the
Come
day,
on,
we'll
boys.
never prove it. Right? And then now the AI is so crazy.
Once again, are we really here right now?
Kane says we are.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, fine.
I feel
you
like
can
that.
manipulate dreams. Okay, so I believe you. Do you think AI is going to kill everyone?
No, but did y'all see the well, I'm not gonna say no. I think it's another 50-50 thing. But did
Yeah.
y'all see where the AI, they did a business thing and they said that we're gonna shut you down, and it wrote like blackmailing
Oh, yeah.
emails.
They're trying to blackmail employees.
It's
Talking
crazy.
their own language.
80, or was it 78% of the time or 82%
Yeah.
of the time? They
It's-
tried it multiple times.
It's
Well,
insane.
Did you also see the time when the drone disobeyed the direct orders from the general to not strike targets? Yeah, that's already happening. There's a drone. They were doing a drone simulation, and the drone's goal is to take out anti-aircraft artillery sites.
Yeah.
And in the simulation, the general gave an order for the drone to stand down, and the drone overrode the direction and just started taking out the sites anyway. No, sorry. I'm pretty sure the drone actually took out the general in the simulation. I'm not even kidding. Because its goal is to eliminate the threats no matter what. And so if one of the threats becomes the person writing the prompts,
Yeah.
that person then needs to be taken out, which is what brings up the biggest fear of the AI and SI discussion, which is the biggest threat to the planet and the biggest threat to AI and SI is us. So we would be the first thing that they would eliminate, unfortunately.
If AI is listening, man, I've invested so much money into you guys.
Please. We want to see the returns. We want to be here for the returns, please. Dude, I have to go. I have a flight.
Yeah, same.
This is great.
What if you're on
Yeah.
the same flight?
We're not.
You fly private, bro.
Yeah. You ain't.
He called him
Not
poor.
this time,
He called
brother.
him poor.
Not this time. Got to sell out more stadiums.
Wait, so please, what are you, Southwest?
No.
I was sitting there thinking, like,
Delta.
that's crazy, bro.
No, because he's going far, dude.
Fastest dollar earned is the dollar saved.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't know how we got a private. They just told me that's what we were flying
Really?
on. Yeah, but
Yeah. Not
It's
this,
jelly.
not this time.
It's Jelly Roll's jet.
yeah, it's jelly. It's Morgan's. Thank you, Morgan.
jet.
Shout out Morgan.
Shout out Morgan. Thank you, brother.
Kane, dude. I wish we had more time. It's always a delight hanging out with you. Thank you for joining us. We got to do something soon. Workout,
God, Call of
hang
Duty.
out, Call of Duty. I don't play much Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm actually off of it now. So yeah.
It's probably better.
You
for
left
your
that
lifestyle.
behind too.
Yeah.
My voice. Sorry.
Kane Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Impulsive. We love you. We'll see you next time. Hit that subscribe button. Take it easy. Peace.